Oftentimes, one of the largest time consumers, as well as one of the most stressful portions of documentation inside of group homes, can be preparing quarterly summaries as well as annual reports. And so I just wanted to go over how Alchemy can make that process simple. There's two main things that need to show up on the report. Goals and outcomes is a big one based on the implementation plan and support plan. How are they progressing, and having the staff document that each day, as well as documenting all of the activities, medical appointments, medication changes, hospitalizations, all sorts of different things. So I just wanted to show that briefly. For the goals and outcomes, let's go to John. Each consumer will have a profile here where you can create goals. So you'll see what this goal is: will use her words and state what she wants. And so then you can set a frequency for when you want the staff to document whether or not this is occurring. So this is, as an example, every day at 9 o'clock. And then if you go to outcomes here, this is where it will give you the opportunity to write up what's going to show up in the report. So if I click on this, it's showing from August 1st to February 1st. Of course, that's more than a quarter, but this is just for example sakes. And you can also change this. So I'm going to click edit. And so we're saying start date, end date, and we can put the outcome, whether they improved, whether it was neutral, whether they regressed, does the goal need to be modified? And then you can put a summary, what worked, detail how the goal went over the last quarter. You can put what barriers there were, what support was there, what worked, what failed, all of that different information. So you can, based on what the staff has documented, make the decision, and then, of course, enter in all of that information. Once that's been completed, it will show up on the report, which I will show in a second. And then, of course, you can see all of your previously completed ones without having to run the report, but you can see it here. For the events and appointments and such, there's an events section where you can document, again, appointments, medical events. There's a few different options, a hospitalization, a procedure, a visit, whatever it might be. And then for appointments, this can be any type of appointment. So it can be a medical appointment. If the family comes to visit, you can document a family visit. If you have an IPP meeting or an implementation plan meeting, you can document all of those things here. So you can do all of that here, and of course you can see it. And then I just want to show an example of the report really quickly. So once this has all been documented over the past quarter, you can go and search up quarterly summary, click generate, and then choose the consumer and also the time frame. So you can do this quarterly, and then again, just briefly mentioning, you can also do this annually. So you can combine all of the quarters, but I'm just going to do August 1st to October 31st because I know we've documented an adequate amount during that period. So I'm going to click next. And so now this will pull in all the information that we've documented over time. You don't have to go to different binders and pull from that. So you'll see information, you'll see medication changes, appointments, medical events such as hospitalizations. Of course, any other types of appointments you put in here will show up, like implementation plan meetings. And then here is the goals and outcomes. So you'll see how many times each goal was completed, whether it was or not. And then, of course, whatever you write in here, the summary. And this can be totally individual to you. Of course, this is your own writing. So whatever you need to write in here to be adequately compliant with Clarent, then you can do that. And of course, you can download this, you can save this, you can do whatever you need with this report. So hopefully that's helpful. I just kind of wanted to put that together because I know you guys are making a decision on whether or not to use a system like this. So hopefully that's beneficial information. Thanks.